These fools, they'll never learn.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Nice to see you all. I haven't done this in a while, so I thought I'd do a quick Blu-ray recap of what I purchased in November. These are going to be November's purchases. I've already kind of hit the ground running in December, and there's so many good releases coming out right now. It's insane. It's like my wallet is screaming at me. But I did pick up quite a few in November. I've realized something. So, around the holidays, I get a little, and this is full disclosure, I don't even know why I'm going into it, but just to give you an insight, I get a little depressed around the holidays. The holiday season isn't always the best time for me. So I sometimes struggle. So I kind of go all Sex and the City on it and lean heavily on retail therapy. So usually when it comes round to November, December, those releases that sometimes in other months I'd go, nah, I don't really need to pick those up. In November and December, I definitely pick them up. So I go crazy. So I've got quite a few releases here I'm going to go over. So I'm just going to get right into it. I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet, although there's a lot. So the first one I picked up, the latest release of The Sword, the Adam Cheng film from Eureka Entertainment. Fantastic release. The fact that this got a release is absolutely wonderful. And obviously we did this for the podcast. This looks stunning. It looks better than it's ever looked. To be honest, I forgot a little bit about this film. I couldn't remember. I knew I liked it, but I kind of forgot the ins and outs. I even forgot Norman Chu was in it for some bizarre reason, considering he's the main bad guy. And yeah, it's a hell of a film. It's a great little, I swapped the cover art for the original cover art. Nice stuff. I won't go into too much detail. Not much here. Nice little booklet and kind of your standard Eureka release. As far as special features go, of course, audio commentary by Mike Leader and Arna Venema. Commentary by Frank Jeng as well. And then some interviews with some people that worked on the film. And yeah, a new interview with a film critic called Andrew Heskins. I haven't had a chance to watch them all yet, but I will get round to it. But just having this, mwah, perfect, wonderful. I picked up a few non-Asian cinema releases that are going to crop up in this. I don't really know why. I just thought I'd throw them in just for a bit of fun. I'm going to go over them really, really quickly, though, because I know this is kind of an Asian cinema-centric channel. So I picked up Hush. Oh, shit. Oh, no, that wasn't good. Wow, that's a really loose slipcover. Good God. All right, didn't expect it to be that loose. And now I can't get it back in the slipcover. Okay, there we go. I bought Hush, the Mike Flanagan film. This originally landed on Netflix, just Netflix only. It was a Netflix exclusive, I believe. Then Netflix got rid of it completely everywhere, so you literally could not get your hands on this film. And then, thankfully, Mike Flanagan has worked to get a nice 4K release out. If you haven't seen this, it's about a home invader, this dude, kind of stalking this lady over the course of a night. And the kind of shtick or the gimmick of this film, she is deaf. And if that doesn't entice you, then I don't know what will, because this film is absolutely phenomenal. Really, really good. Worth picking up. And by the way, the special features, absolutely chock full of special features, this one. There's an interesting one called the Shush Cut, which is a black and white version of the film. And I don't know much about that version. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm interested. Anyway, just by the way, if you didn't know, I'm a big horror fan as well. Kind of Asian cinema, Kung Fu cinema is really my thing, but horror is a very, very close second. I love horror films, just in case you didn't know. All right, back to the Asian cinema. I bought this a while ago. Sorry, no, I didn't. I bought the Shout release of this a while ago, and then for some ridiculous reason, I don't really know why, I sold it. I don't know whether it was just because I didn't think I liked the films or just because, I don't know. I sold it and I re-bought the Arrow version, which is the Street Fighter trilogy. Sonny Chiba, you all know who he is. This is a nice little set here. Features the Street Fighter, Return of the Street Fighter, and the Street Fighter's Last Revenge. Obviously, full of special features as per Arrow's usual output. Just loads of them. Commentaries, interviews, a 30-minute interview with Sonny Chiba, which is pretty decent. Andrew Heskins popped up again. He's a commentary on this. James Mudge commentary. So really good stuff on this release. I'm really happy to finally have it. Obviously, we watched the first film for the podcast. It was one of the few podcasts I did by myself because Devin didn't like this film. I really, really do. I think it's a fantastic film. 3 separate discs, by the way. Oh, I don't know why I'm not holding that up correctly. 3 separate discs. That looked like 2, but there's that. A nice little booklet as well. So, good stuff there. Looking forward to watching a bit more of Sonny Chiba. Sonny Chiba is a huge blind spot for me. I haven't seen many of his films at all, to be honest. The Street Fighter and kind of Kill Bill. Oh, I watched Karate Bear Fighter and Karate Bullfighter, which I absolutely loved. I also watched the first Executioner film, which I didn't absolutely love. But I'm really wanting to get into Chiba in 2025, so expect more from me about him soon. Hopefully more Chiba releases will get released. Yeah. Speaking of Chiba, and speaking of the Street Fighter, I had to do it. Once again, I owned this site. I owned this release a while ago, and for some stupid reason, I sold it. I think I sold it at the same time I sold the Street Fighter collection. Picked up this, unfortunately, no slipcase, which I was kind of gutted about, but this was particularly cheap, so I picked it up. This is the Sister Street Fighter set, which, by the way, I prefer to the Street Fighter. I know, blasphemy, a lot of people complain about that and say, what are you talking about? I know what I'm talking about. Sister Street Fighter, the first one, is better than the first Street Fighter. I will stand by that. I will die on this hill. Another Arrow release, another, shitload of features. Yeah, just good stuff. Funny enough, it doesn't name... Weird. Why doesn't it name the films on the back? Yeah, it mentions Sister Street Fighter on the back, and then it doesn't... Oh, Return of the Sister Street Fighter. It doesn't really focus on the films, which is weird. So, you get Sister Street Fighter, Return of the Sister Street Fighter, and then Sister Street Fighter 5th Level Fist. Sorry, it took me a while to get there. It's not really obvious. 3 films. I've only seen one of them, I believe. I might have seen 2. I've only seen one of them that I can remember. Really looking forward to dive into the other 2 because I love the first film. I think that the camera, the camera work in that, the aesthetics of the first film, so good. Staying on the kung fu tip, as they say, I picked up 88 Films' recent release of the Kung Fu Instructor. Must say, Kung Fu Bob absolutely nailed the artwork on this one. Love this, fantastic stuff. Kung Fu Instructor, I actually rewatched this one. It's okay. It's not the best Shaw Brothers film. It's an all-out Kung Fu film, but it's not one of my favorites. It's fine. Wang Yu in this one, T Lun in this one. And of course, as 88 Films are wont to do these days, a bare bones release. No special features whatsoever. Yeah, none. A stills gallery and a trailer. So, 88 Films, you've upset me. Your releases. I was watching the 88 Films Masked Avengers release literally about 5 minutes ago. Absolutely full of special features. 2 discs as well, a Blu-ray and a DVD, although I understand why they're not doing the DVDs anymore. But yeah, full of features. Well, not full of features, but, a few audio commentaries and an interview with Godfrey Ho. And on this, nothing. So, solid film, kinda. It's an okay film. I kind of jumped at the chance because I remember this one being really good, and it's not as good as I remembered. Some people may argue with me on that one, and that's okay. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the Kung Fu Instructor. And I picked up this one that I have not watched yet, and this is from 88 Films again, and this is Kid from Kwangtung. I haven't watched this one in years, since the IVL DVD days. I got rid of my IVL DVDs, so I don't have it anymore. So it's been a long, long time since I picked this one up. Huang Zhang Li, of course. Wang Yu, of course, again. Largely a comedy, from what I can remember. Lots of kind of goofy hijinks in this one. Nothing wrong with that, of course. Unless you're Devon. Devon hates... Devon's my wife, for those that don't listen to the podcast. Devon hates hijinks and shenanigans. That's... Yeah. Lots of that in this. Good stuff, though. I believe this... I don't even remember this. But in the back there, it's hard to see. Can we focus on that? I don't know. This looks like a guy in a chicken outfit, in a rooster outfit. A la Jet Li in Last Hero in China. So, don't know what that's all about. Oh, it is! It's on the front. It's fighting the giant centipede as well, in a rooster outfit. Oh, so Jet Li, or who directed that one? Who directed Last Hero in China? Oh, Wang Jing. Wang Jing borrowed heavily from this, it seems. Interesting. I don't remember that in this film whatsoever, so it'll be fun. Again, bare bones. Just straight bare bones. I won't even open it. Maybe I haven't changed the cover art, but... Oh, wait! They're throwing some lobby cards with this one, some cheeky lobbies. A lot of people online voicing that they don't want lobby cards. They would rather have better special features. Understandable. Once you have lobby cards, I kind of like the idea of them, but I also don't know what to do with them. I've got a shit ton of them, and I just don't know what you do. Like, do you put them on your wall? Do you, like, get them framed? I don't know what you do with them. But I guess they're a cool idea. Yeah, anyway. Staying once again on the Hong Kong martial arts front, and of course, this is the one everyone's talking about this year. This is the one that, in many people's eyes, is the best and finest martial arts film of the year, and that is Twilight of the Warriors Walled In. You may be yelling at me right now, but Sean, why didn't you get the 4K? You love 4K releases. I did. Full transparency here. I got this for free. I reached out to Wellgo USA, and they were very, very kind to give me a copy. I asked for a 4K, they gave me this, but that's because they specifically have a set number of 4Ks they can give out, and if they run out, they can't give them out, which I am not complaining. This is a Blu-ray of Twilight of the Warriors Walled In. I am more than happy. Will I pick up the 4K at some point? I don't know. I can't see myself upgrading this one. I don't see the need to. Very happy to have this. If you don't know the film, I don't even know what to tell you. It's on the tip of everyone's tongues at the moment. Or is that a phrase? It's on everyone's lips at the moment. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's talking about it at the moment. It's like the hot martial arts film of the year. Sammo Hung. Yeah, just good stuff. Kenji Tanigaki is responsible for the martial arts work in this, and it's very, very decent. So if you haven't seen this, go out and see it. It may very well be your favorite of the year. It's not my favorite of the year, I will say that. That is coming. There's a video right around the corner when I give my favorite, probably action films of the year. Maybe just martial arts films, but probably action films. We'll see. On this one, there's a behind-the-scenes featurette, and then there's a making-of featurette. That's about it, really. Nothing that'll blow your hair back, but it's a hell of a film. Speaking of hell of a films, yeah, really happy to finally have this, because I'd never seen the film before, which is something that I'm actually afraid to admit. But I had never seen Godzilla. I've never seen the first original 1954 Godzilla, am I right? 54? This recently hit Criterion. This is a 4K release of the film, which is beauteous. I sat down with Devon to watch this one. I'm really grateful that she found it, interesting enough to watch it with me. We both gave it 5 stars. It's one of my favorite watches of the year. I absolutely adored this film. It's so good. And I don't know why I'd not seen it before now. I guess it's just a film I've kind of not dismissed. I know growing up I dismissed it because I was kind of, as a young teen, I was kind of against black and white films. I was one of those kids. Oh, black and white films, they suck. And then as I grew older, I just never really got into kaiju films. Honestly, I haven't seen King Kong. I haven't seen any of the other Godzillas. Yeah, is it Gamera? I don't know how you pronounce that. Gamera, I think. I haven't seen the Gamera films. Yeah, I haven't seen any of those. Really, the first semi kaiju film that isn't really a kaiju film that really got me hyped for the genre was the Super Inframan. Super Inframan. I love that film. It's genuinely one of my favorite Shaw Brothers films. But I hadn't seen this, and I decided to pick it up as a blind buy because, you know, I'm stupid not to pick up Godzilla as a blind buy because, let's face it, it's Godzilla. What I do like about this one, let's see if I can get this on camera. It's a little case like this, like a digipack, and when you open it, boom, you get a pop-up Godzilla, which I guess I'm meant to do that way. I'm an idiot. Which is kind of sweet, actually. You know, corny, but sweet. You get a Godzilla. Is this booklet or poster? Oh, this is a booklet. Yeah, a few essays in here. It's not a particularly thick booklet. Nothing wild, but it's great to have. Yeah, so I thought there was a poster in here. Then I realized that it's Criterion. Criterion don't really do posters. This one, absolutely full of special features. Like, I'm not even going to read them all off. It'll take too long. But, you know, here's the chunk of special features that you see. So, hefty boy. I love it. It's so good. I was actually going to review it for the channel, but I decided not to. I don't know why, but it's so good. Godzilla. Speaking of Godzilla, I went a bit ham sandwich. This was a very expensive release for me, anyway. It was expensive, and but I had to have my hands on it, and that's the 4K release of Godzilla -1. It's this chunky boy. I picked this up for a pretty staggering price, but I'm happy to have it. Mainly, if I can get it out, that's what she said. Mainly, it's because you get this fantastic. Can I do this? Fantastic book, just full of essays, behind the scenes, kind of. Still, is that the color grading? Yeah, that's like about the color grading of the film. Some stills, more essays, posters, nice posters. Man, some of these are sweet. Some of these posters are awesome. I'd love to have a -1 poster on my wall, like an official one. Yeah, just a great little booklet. And then, of course, you have the, let me get out this glorious bastard. You have the 4 discs. Here you go. And why 4 discs, I hear you yell? Well, one of them has Godzilla minus color on it, which I have not seen yet, and I'm really excited to see. But my wife is not interested in seeing that one. She's very, very content with only seeing the film in color, which I get. It's a modern film, you know. Some people don't want to see modern films in color, but in black and white when they've been in color. I get it, but yeah, I'm gonna be watching this bad boy. So really happy to have this set. Really, really chuffed. It's one of my favorite recent films. I've seen it twice, and I loved it both times. I loved it the second time more than I watched it, more than I liked it the first time. Although, I will say this, the first time I saw Godzilla -1, some lady gave me COVID. And I know exactly who she is. She was a lady sat right behind me, coughing and sniffing right in my ear. And I decided that one day that I wouldn't wear a mask. For some stupid reason, I'd finally gone, oh, I feel quite comfortable now going to the movies without wearing a mask. I sat down and she started sniffing and I didn't have a mask on me. And I thought, you know what? She's probably just got a cold. Got COVID from her. Damn you, woman. Although, it was a great film. So, I understand why you were there, even though you had COVID. Anyway, I don't know why I pulled this out of the slipcover, but Broken Oath, Angela Mao. I changed the art, switched the art to, because this art, let's face it, is fucking sweet. This is nice art. I've always liked this. Broken Oath, if you don't know it, I mean, come on now. Is it Angela Mao's best film? Mayhaps. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's a fantastic film. Sammo Hung pops up in there. Bruce Leung is in this film, which is wonderful. James Tien is in this film. It's a fantastic martial arts film all the way through. Got plenty of fights. The finale is absolutely amazing. Yeah, really happy that Eureka put this one out because this, to me, This was the Angela Mao Holy Grail. I had the old Fortune Star DVD, and that was ropey as hell. It didn't look impressive at all. This looks absolutely crisp. I'm really glad to finally have this one, because for so long we'd gotten releases of Hapkido, Lady Whirlwind, When Taekwondo Strikes, and all those films. But to see this one finally get a release is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And now the only one we would need a decent release of now, which we'll never get, would be Dance of Death. But that's not coming ever. No one's going to find the rights to that, and no one's going to remaster that, I imagine. If you haven't seen Dance of Death, it's kind of Angela Mao's not only, but one of Angela Mao's kind of only Shapes films. She's more a Basher's girl. It's a Shapes film with Angela Mao in it, and it's choreographed by Jackie Chan, which is an interesting little tidbit. Yeah. So I picked up this bad boy as well. I'm not quite sure why I bought this. Don't get me wrong, I like the film. I know a lot of people do not like this film, and that's fair, that's okay. Some people say it's fucking dog shit, which is absolutely fine. I get it. For some reason, I have a warm, fuzzy feeling about it. I feel kind of embarrassed that I bought, World War Z, or World War Z if you're from the UK. Sorry, my British brethren. I have to say World War Z for the Americans. But yes, World War Z, World War Z. I got this big chunky box. And I must admit, the bells and whistles that come in this one, kind of nice. So this is the booklet, or not the booklet, this is like the pouch that you get with it. This is going to take me forever to put away. I might have to edit it. So you get a goddamn patch that I can iron on my shirt. Imagine that. Right there, baby. People go, what does that mean? What does that mean on your shirt? And I go, it doesn't mean anything. I got an iron-on patch from buying an expensive release of World War Z. And they'll go, you're a fucking idiot. And I'll say, yes, I am. Some stickers. NJ Mart, Live Virus. This is kind of daft, but you get that. It's kind of pointless. It's literally just that. I get it. It's cute, but it's kind of pointless. Some of these are pointless, to be honest. You get Welcome to Philadelphia, Population. Yeah, they've wiped out population, blah, blah, blah. And then you get a set of lobby cards, which I haven't opened, for World War Z. And then a little poster. Nothing impressive. Little poster. Although I do like that poster. I admit, I do like that. It kind of gives it a pretty cool feel, cool vibe. And then you get another bigger poster, which I wonder is it that much more impressive? Oh dear, this poster's awful. Oh, I had not opened this. This poster's awful. Look at that. Oh, that poster's shitty. What a shitty poster. Yeah, so they're your bits and bobs in this one, which I think is cool. I think, ultimately the stickers will go somewhere. I will put them on my laptop, or I will put them, somewhere. I've always got places for stickers to go. And the iron-on patch, I don't even know if it's iron-on. It might not even be iron-on. It might be sew-on. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think that will be going anywhere anytime soon. As for the release, standard 4K, I mean, does it have lots of features on it? Wait, does it have any features on it? Have I been gypped by this release? Truly? Special features. A behind-the-scenes look. Oh, this is great. Well done. Well done, Moon. Fantastic. Oh, wow. This has no special features. Oh, this is a shitty release. Oh, well, this has just dawned on me. I'm very upset by this. I have no idea why I bought this, because it literally has just these things, and then it has no special features. Oh, I'm pissed. All right, this was a waste of money. Don't buy this release. It's a waste of money. Unless you really like the bits and pieces that come with it. I can't get it back in the case. Unless you really love the idea of those bits and pieces and kind of want to put the posters up on your wall, I don't recommend this one. I like the film. Again, I'll stand by liking the film. I really, really do. I'd much rather have like an Arrow release with like lots of special features on it. Oh, I'm kind of upset about that one. I should have paid attention. I obviously didn't pay attention. I just jumped at the chance. Anyway, this video is going long. A few more Asian cinema releases to come up. I'm not going to go over this one too much. Everyone knows this film. Everyone, or at least I like to think everyone loves this film. It's, of course, American Pie. This is the... What's that there? Is that... Oh, that's meant to be on there. American Pie, the recent 4K release from 88 Films. I could not pass this up, I'm afraid. I got the limited edition. I don't know if there's a non-limited edition, to be honest. Nice slipcover, but nice hard box as well. Very nice. And then you get 4K, and you get a little booklet. And of course, we'll just tell your mother that we ate it. Ate it all. So, good stuff. What? You get one lobby card with this. I just got a Pie lobby card. That's just one. Is there meant to be more in this? Am I meant to have more lobby cards, or are you meant to only get one? Anyway, booklet. You know, I'm just going to flick through this because it's American Pie. I mean, it's a fantastic film. I still think as a comedy, it holds up. It holds up very, very well. A shitload of features on this one as well. I'm not even going to go into it. But it is the unrated version, and I don't think I have seen the unrated version. So I'm kind of excited about watching it. Also, World War Z was the unrated version, which I also have not seen. So I'm kind of looking forward to watching the unrated versions of these. But I don't know if you're only meant to get one lobby card. That confuses me a little bit. I wonder. If I am, that's fine. I mean, it is a very iconic lobby card. It's him with his finger in the pie. So I imagine it is only one that you're supposed to get. Because if you're going to give a lobby card away, you're going to give that one away, right? The finger in the pie. I mean, I wouldn't mind a lobby card of Naja. You know what I'm saying? Is that her name? Naja? Was that her name? Shannon Elizabeth in that film? I think it was Naja. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. She gets nude. That's what I'm trying to imply. I wouldn't mind a naked picture of Shannon Elizabeth, is what I'm trying to say. Which makes me a very sad man. Quickly go over the next Criterion release. Very, very quickly, this one. I'm gonna barely even stop at this. All of Us Strangers. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's very, 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 very good. If you don't know what the film is, it's a drama film with a romantic leaning. Yeah, romantic drama, I would say. It's got two top-tier actors in it. I don't know their names. I wish I did. Yes, I do. One of them's Paul Mescal. Paul Mescal, of course, was in the recent Gladiator 2 that just came out. He is fantastic in this film. The other one, I always forget his name, but he is the priest in Fleabag, and he was also Moriarty in Benedict Cumberbatch? Oh, shit. Cumberbatch. He was in Benny Bing Cumberbatch's Sherlock Holmes. So, watch this film if you like romantic dramas. It has a very interesting, another aspect to it, which I don't really want to spoil, but it's a very, very good film. This is the 4K release, which is, yeah, it's so good. It's so good. Back to Asian cinema for a second. I have not watched this yet. Is this 4K? I can't believe this is a 4K release. I haven't seen it yet, and I don't know anything about it, but I picked up Corpse Mania. I decided to give this one a go. Is it Shaw Brothers? I think this might be a Shaw Brothers film, isn't it? Again, more and more companies not putting Shaw Brothers on the outside of the packaging. A lot of people complaining about that at the moment, that the Shaw Brothers logo is missing from a few releases. I don't know if the other releases... Kid from Kwangtung does, and so does the Kung Fu Instructor. But a lot of people are complaining that they're seeing less and less Shaw Brothers logos. Or I could be wrong. This might not be a Shaw Brothers film. Let's see. Yeah, a Shaw Brothers film. And again, no SB logo. It's a bizarre choice. I don't know why they're doing that. Maybe they're trying to... I don't know. Anyway, this is a 4K release of Corpse Mania. I would love to talk more about it. I don't know anything about it. I picked it up purely on a whim, just because I like horror films and I like Shaw Brothers films. So, nice little booklet. Quite a thick booklet in this one. It's got plenty of stuff in it. A few essays and such. It's got a gross image of someone's maggoty feet, which is kind of great. Why do Asian... Well, not even Asian. Why do Hong Kong... horror films always have maggots in them? It's pretty grim. Yeah, again, chock full of features. I thought this was a bizarre release that came out of left field. It was just like, hey, we're putting out a Shaw Brothers film on 4K, which is a crazy announcement if you think about it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to watching it. I have not seen it, and I will get round to that very, very soon. That's kind of high up on my list, that one. Sticking to Asian cinema, Sleep. This is the latest semi-big kind of thriller coming out of Korea, South Korea. And I must admit, disappointed with this one, really disappointed. I didn't think much of it. I thought it was a very mediocre thriller. I didn't appreciate the angle that much. I mean, the twist, it's fine. Yeah, I was not happy with this one. Don't get me wrong, it's not a terrible film. It's not awful. It's kind of in the middle, but disappointed. I was expecting very big things, so I'm not even going to talk about this one that much. Yeah, there's 2 short films on there as special features, but buy it if you are into getting every single dark Korean thriller. This one isn't even that dark. Yeah, skip that one if you want. Quickly go over 2 releases. I got the Trick or Treat set. This was for Halloween. I got it from, this is Arrow 4K that recently got released. Yes, it is Trick or Treat, not Trick or Treat. I'm sure everyone knows that by now. If you don't know this horror film, it's absolutely wonderful. It's an anthology film. So it has a series of tales in it that all link, and they are sandwiched between 2 kind of bookends. And it's done really, really well. It's a fantastic film. I'm not going to dwell on this one, but this was a hot one that everyone wanted. I'm not even going to read these special features ever. I'm going to just stick the disc in and look at them because that's too much to read. This, especially for my old eyes, you see. Like old, strained eyes. Oh, lobby cards. A lot of people leaning on lobby cards these days. There's one of the big characters in the film that you see on the front. It's kind of eerie. That's a really eerie image. It's kind of spooky. I got this for Halloween. I did not watch it yet. I have not watched it yet. So I am... Oh, and a little advertisement for The Cell. I believe Arrow are putting The Cell out on 4K. Will I pick that up? No, I do not like The Cell. I don't think it's very good. Little booklet here. This is a massive spoiler. I don't know why they did this. It's a spoiler. If you haven't seen the film, yeah, I've just spoiled it. I'm sorry. I haven't really spoiled it because you don't know the context, but it is a spoiler. Anyway, Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat. I don't know why it's called that either. Copyright, maybe? Maybe another film had the rights to the name Trick or Treat, which I don't think is possible. Triangle. If you don't know about this film, good. Don't go in not knowing anything about this film. Don't even look it up. Just go off my recommendation. Sean told you that Triangle is a decent film. Not even decent. It's fucking awesome. It's an awesome film. And just go in completely blind, watch it, then come back to me and go, wow, Sean, you were right. This film is phenomenal. It's such an underseen, not underrated, because if people watch it, they rate it fairly highly. But if you have not seen this film, like a lot of people haven't, please get your hands on it. This is the latest. Is this Umbrella, this release? Or is this Chameleon? It's Umbrella. The Australian label Umbrella Entertainment dropped this. I can't talk about going in blind enough. Horrible artwork here. I hate that. I love this. I absolutely love this. I think that's ugly as shit. Can you swap it? Oh, you can swap it. What can you swap it for? Oh, great. That's really handy. So you have this artwork, right? Which is terrible. Or you have this artwork, which is terrible and it has the certificate on it, which makes it even worse. So it's the same artwork with the certificate on it. Great. Just what I wanted. Yeah, you couldn't give me better artwork. Special features, there's a few on there. Good stuff, but try and pick this up if you can, or watch it streaming if you don't want to pay. This was an import, so it was a little bit expensive. Umbrella's releases usually are a bit costly because they come from Australia. This was high 20s in terms of dollars, I believe. But you should watch it. It's sweet. I'm going to try and get Devon to watch this one. I think Devon will really, really enjoy it. Problem is, it's a film she's never heard of, and she hates watching films she's never heard of. Last one now. I'm trying to keep it short. Last one now. And of course, The one we were all waiting for the longest time. When this was announced, we got very, very excited. I know we did. And of course, I had to pick it up right away. And that is the Fong Sai-yuk collection. Fong Sai-yuk 1 and 2, aka the horribly named The Legend 1 and 2. Back when, who was that? Miramax had their hands on it. Absolutely class artwork from Kung Fu Bob on this one. This, iconic as hell. I love this. Does Kung Fu Bob do the lettering? If so, he's very impressive. I mean, he's impressive anyway, even when he doesn't do that. He's a fucking awesome artist. But yes, this, I shouldn't say of course, I sound pretentious saying that, but I picked up the 4K. There was a 4K and a standard release, and I picked up the 4K. And one thing that they give you in this one, which, you know, when 88 films do it right, they do it really right. But they give you the Fong Sai-yuk 2 artwork from Kung Fu Bob, which if this isn't going on someone's wall, it's crazy. This is incredible artwork. And then you have the Fong Sai-yuk Part 1 artwork. My only gripe, and I'm sorry to bring this up, my only gripe, give us 2 posters. Give us one of each. Because someone somewhere wants Fong Sai-yuk next to Fong Sai-yuk 2 artwork by Kung Fu Bob. Just give us 2 posters. It's only an extra piece of paper, which I'm sure someone's yelling at me going, actually, that costs quite a lot. I'm sure it does, but it's worth it. Just give us 2 posters, you know, because someone likes to put those 2 artworks on their wall. A Fong Sai-yuk fan, you know. Anyway. Yeah, so what they did do, however... Oh, am I going to... No, it's the booklet. I thought I was going to eat my words and I thought there was another poster. Nice little booklet here, essays and such, the usual fare. And then, of course, they were very, very nice in giving us 2 individual digipacks of Fong Sai-yuk and Fong Sai-yuk 2. They are not in the same pack, which is great. And they're going to give you the original artwork. Okay. And here you go. If you've gotten this far in the video, I don't like doing this, but I'm genuinely interested. I'm not doing this just to farm engagement or whatever the term is. I don't even know what that means. But I really want to know, which one's your favorite? Fong Sai-yuk or Fong Sai-yuk 2? I can't say yet because I need to revisit Fong Sai-yuk 2. I must admit, I have a very, very soft spot for the first film. I love it. Vincent Zhao doing amazing stuff. Just a great, great film. But the sequel I need to watch again. Which one even has the I was going to say which one has the old blindfolded swordsman bit, and obviously that's Fong Sai-yuk 2 because I just showed you the artwork of that. But I'm a big fan of the first one, big fan. But the second one, the one thing I can only remember from the second one is kind of the final fight, and that's the stools, right? His mum is being hung, I think. I don't quite remember, but I'm really looking forward to watching the second one again. We did the first one for the podcast, and my beautiful wife and my beautiful friend Cyrus, they did not care for it, which makes them my enemies, really. So there you go. They're all my purchases. I've already started picking films up for December because December had some incredible releases. I'm also happy to announce that I picked up a very, 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 very special edition of a film that's very close to my heart. That's why it's special. So it's not a very, very special edition. It's just a special edition that's very, very special to me because I've wanted it for ages and the pricing was sky high and I managed to actually track down a copy that was a little cheaper than it usually is. So I scooped that bad boy up. Yeah, that's it, I think. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I know some of you actually have asked, where is this video? Because apparently you like these monthly things. I love doing them. They just give me a chance to talk about films. Out of all these films, I think the one I'm most proud of in terms of owning and watching is is Godzilla. Godzilla was just a revelation for me. It opened my eyes up, and Criterion have just announced that they're putting out Godzilla versus, I'm going to take a swing, is it Biollante? Biollante? I imagine it's Biollante. I'm so sorry, Godzilla fans. I'm so sorry. I think it's Biollante. They're putting out Godzilla versus Biollante on 4K next year. I will definitely be picking that up. And to be honest, I want to watch a whole bunch of Godzilla films. I think, I know they're different from the first film. The first one has a very serious tone, and I know subsequent films get a bit silly, but I love the idea of them. I watched one not that long ago, and it was the only other one I've watched. I can't remember what it was, but I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. Yeah, so great stuff. Lots of films to come. Lots of beautiful releases coming. They've already started announcing the releases for January, February, and March. I don't remember any of them, but I know Lady Assassin is on the way from 88 Films. That'll be a bare bones release, but it'll be worth picking up, I think. And then today, as I'm actually recording this, Arrow announced today, this is kind of a by the by, just mention, is Deep Blue Sea is coming out on a nice, pretty 4K. I must admit, I watched Deep Blue Sea recently with the wife, and I enjoyed it. I didn't think I liked that film, and I actually had fun with it. It's a pretty solid shark film. It could do with being a little bit more violent and a bit more dramatic, or not dramatic, thrilling, I suppose. But yeah, anyway. All right, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I appreciate you. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you next time.